right, 27 minutes before 8 o'clock, and we are going to talk about food. And I was just looking through the book, and I love cookbooks that have great photography in them. Mm-hmm. I just love them because you can almost taste the food, right?
Yeah.
What was the thing we said we were going to have at Light Up Ocala this year? We were thinking we're going to see palettas, but that was earlier in the news this year. Those ice cream pops or ice pops from Mexico.
Yep.
We were going to see extreme milkshakes.
Yep, and tornado potatoes.
He's got a Bananas Foster milkshake in here or something.
Oh,
yeah.
Ooh, yummy.
What did we say we were going to see? Oh, the
tornado potatoes.
Potato tornadoes,
Yeah.
Yep. My cooking is limited basically to toast. I'm good with I can do microwave scrambled eggs.
Well, that's a good thing.
The color is kind of funky when you microwave eggs.
Yeah, I don't do that.
It tastes
but I bet it's good.
Well, you wouldn't want to eat it probably, but I don't care. Chef Ryan Scott is on the phone. He's probably gagging right now. He's an Emmy award-winning food host. He appears on the Today Show, which I stood outside of, by the way, last week with my Al Roker book, and nobody cared.
Yeah, that's right.
He's been on Rachel Ray. He's the host of his own radio show, the Ryan Scott Radio Show, and he's honoring us by being on. And gosh, what a great book he's put out. It's called 1 to 5. One shortcut recipe transformed into 5 easy dishes. Chef Ryan Scott. Good morning, Chef. How are you? Or Ryan?
Good morning. Yeah, you can call me Ryan. How are you guys?
I'm okay. Where are you calling from?
New York City. I actually did the Today Show yesterday with Al Roker. He told me to tell you sorry. He didn't see you. I did shoot it with Al yesterday. We did the book. We did the whole chapter together. And listening to you guys. First of all, I heard a weight loss commercial, so I'm going to go to the gym after this. I'm going to get a haircut for the other commercial. I don't know what this ice cream stuff is. Tornado potatoes don't make any sense to me. And then you microwave your eggs.
Yes.
What in the world is going on?
Yes, yes. Well, I'm an easy cook at home. You know, I don't worry about heating up the stove.
Your poor partner. That's all I'm going to say.
You're funny. You're a funny guy. You're a funny guy.
You.
Yeah, this is fun. Yeah. If you see Al again, say, look, you sent me the book. You wanted us to talk about it on the show. Mm-hmm. We called and called. You wouldn't. So I thought, well, I'll just walk up to the window and I'll hold the book. Then you'll come out and say, what are you doing?
I'm back on with him on Monday, so I will make sure to tell him that. I will take a photo and splice you and I together and say, Larry is so hurt. He's like, Larry who? And I said, I feel the same way. I'll just figure it out.
Nice.
Just say, I was on his show. Say, I was on the show.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Look at this, Al. What do you got on that one? It's so nice to be on with you guys. Thank you. Today, literally, I just woke up in New York right now. I'm a West Coast boy. I'm a San Francisco boy. But this is my first radio media tour starting off with you guys this morning, and I'm just so honored the book comes out today.
Oh, it's an awesome book, by the way. It's really a great looking book. It makes me want to eat. On the back cover, what is this? A hamburger with Fritos on it?
Let me flip it over. Oh, you know what's cool about that? So the premise
Doritos.
of 1 to 5, real quick. I have a Dorito one in a sandwich there, and then I have a Frito one in the one you see right there, which is my really, really sloppy Joe sandwich. It's one recipe. Now, this one recipe can be as simple as my mom's meat sauce, which turns into that sloppy Joe. Or, guys, I can literally give you a can of chickpeas, and I transform 5 recipes from a can of chickpeas. Or from a cake box mix, I transfer 5 recipes that turn into key lime waffles, that turn into kitchen sink cookies, that turn into crumble that go on top of milkshake, all from one box of cake mix.
Oh, wow.
So it's been, I can tell what you like. You're looking at all the sweets this morning, and then Fritos. So somebody get this guy some salt.
Yes.
I like that, the pot pie that you've got in there with the biscuits. I think that looks really delicious.
The biscuit chapter was fun. The whole premise of this book came down to, and I said this yesterday on the Today Show, my mom was the David Copperfield of ground beef. She was a magician of making something out of nothing. And when it came to ingredients like canned biscuits, my mom would turn them into turnovers, or we'd turn them into monkey bread and toss them with Parmesan and chopped basil. And just all those recipes, for instance, the chicken pot pie was a rotisserie chicken that you can get at the store from Costco or any of the stores where you live. You take that shredded chicken and you just turn it into the meal that night. No, you transform it into 5 delicious dishes, from my Cool Ranch chicken salad sandwich to the chicken pot pie to the chicken turnovers made from biscuits that are, the biscuits that come in a tube.
Mm-hmm,
Guess what? You can do more than microwave them. You can actually, if you can microwave them, I'm actually going to be blown away if you can microwave those darn things.
He's got a challenge.
All right, right. You know what?
I've had a Rachel Ray challenge. I've done a whole microwave section. I've done a whole microwave segment. I'll have to find it and send it to you guys.
You know, you can never have too much cheese on a cheeseburger, and you have one called mozzarella stuffed crispy portobello burger. So what is that?
Right. So that is my chapter. So again, it starts with one ingredient, one recipe. That one is my marinated roasted portobello mushrooms. They're like the Donny Osmond of the food world. They get a bad rap all the time. So what I want to do is I wanted to turn them. I know. Well, he's not listening to us right now. It's okay. He's probably sleeping in Vegas. So what I did was I marinated. Oh shoot! Sorry, I love.
Yeah,
love the Osmond.
We had Jimmy on. Yeah, he was cool.
Yeah.
Oh, I love you, Jimmy. The book's coming away right now. So I take the portobellos and I roast them in this amazing marinade that's in the book that can go on pork and beef and shrimp, but I put it on portobellos. It starts with soy sauce and red wine vinegar and lemon juice and red onions, and you roast them and let them cool down. Then I put a little slit on the side of them. I stuff them with mozzarella cheese. Then I batter them, and then I bake them, and it turns into my ooey gooey mozzarella stuffed portobello burger with Thousand Island lettuce and tomato on a bun. It is just so good. Like literally, I'm going to go down the bar right now if I'm off this.
Do you know?
There you go.
I'm actually I'm a food wimp. What I mean by that is I just don't want to go away from the tried and true. You know, that's kind of me.
I don't blame you.
Really?
I don't blame you. But no, I that's why I wrote the book. I mean, I wrote the book for you, Larry. I wrote the book for the novice cooks out there. You know, it's funny that you say you're a wimp. I say I don't go to the gym because weights are heavy. So we're kind of.
You're a good-looking guy. Look at you on the cover. You should have a TV show, not a radio show.
I do have a TV show. Thank you so much.
Where is it?
It's called Food Rush. It's been on for 4 years.
Okay.
I won 2 Emmys from it. 65 episodes we've done. That's the only way I could throw in 2 Emmys, Larry. Otherwise, there's no reason for me to say it. So,
that's right. You are an Emmy award-winning guy. Yeah, I forgot.
Yeah, thank you. Love you too, buddy. Yeah, what was it? Hoda Copy told me yesterday. She's like, "You look so good on the cover, Ryan." I said, "Yeah, it's called Photoshop, my dear. It's called Photoshop and tanning." It's but it's worked out. But I did write the book for everybody. The book in here is for the novice cook. The book is for the person that doesn't want to go find the specialty store to find that one ingredient that you heard so much about and you can't find. Look, the most adventurous I get in here is tahini and Dijon mustard. And the great thing about every ingredient that's in this book, it's repetitious. You don't just use it one time. You use it through the whole book. And it was very important for me to show you that soy sauce is not just with your sushi. It's in vinaigrettes and marinades. All the great techniques in here are fun, and plus, if you read it, I have stories galore.
I put soy sauce. I put soy sauce on mac and cheese. I love soy sauce on mac and cheese.
Oh, have you tried that alternative? It's called like Bragg's. It's like the soy. It's a soy-less version of like. Oh, I'm going off on a tangent. Anyways, I just
no, I haven't heard of it.
Bragg's.
Yeah, soy is like Donny Osmond. He's got a bad name.
You got it. Yeah, it does. Those gluten people. Yes, I know. It has wheat germ in it.
I really love the fact you do have the narratives in there. You do have the stories. You also give us tips as to what to keep in the pantry and in the freezer.
Not to be confused with the panty. Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah. Here's the thing about the freezer. The freezer is a great tool to use. And so when I was writing the book, I was like, I need to do a freezer chapter. And you're like, what the heck is he talking about? Frozen corn. How about 1 to 5 frozen corn, from corn fritters to my corn soup? Or what about the fact that every American in the whole world has leftover stale bread? What do you do with leftover stale bread? You're going to laugh at me. I wrote a bread chapter based off of bread scraps and stale bread, from my garlic bread soup to my accidental garlic bread soup, to a delicious bread strata, which is toasted bread, and you cover them in sausage and eggs. Listen to this, Larry. And then you don't microwave them. You put them in an oven, and it's called an oven, so it has a knob on it, and then you bake. And for somebody like Robin knows what I'm talking about. The oven is a beautiful thing. Yes.
Robin's going to try the book. Robin told me she's going to make some of these things.
Yes.
Look, I want people to use this book. I want this book to get destroyed and used up and have wine poured all over it and be used. That's why I wrote it. That's why I put it in paperback. I would not let it be in hardback because This needs to be for everybody. It's a great price. It's in Costco today, Barnes & Noble today, Williams-Sonoma, and online on Amazon.com, which you could save a lot of money on Amazon.
There you go. That's great.
So,
Also, the photographs. I mean, it's really, really hard to photograph food, and you've really accomplished that.
thanks. I appreciate that. I went down to Birmingham, Alabama, where the headquarters from Tymeek is, and I spent a couple weeks with them and just really worked on the fact that I didn't want this food to not look the way that we wouldn't make it at home. Like, that's why I had spoons in it. I had it spilling off to the side. I had a lot of ingredients not done. A lot of books are kind of like some CDs that are out there. You think they sound good, and you get them home, you never listen to them again. And I really wanted to make sure that what I made is what you can make at home. And we had so much fun doing it. It was messy. We shot in my house in San Francisco. We shot in Birmingham. And, you know, the book is me. It's an expression of who I am. And I really think we found that on the pages, from stories with my mom. And then my wife and I and our dogs are on the cover, on the back page.
I'm looking at it, yeah. I was just going to ask you. I was just going to ask you, who is the cute dog?
There's two.
Thank you. That's actually me, and then my dog too. Thank you. I appreciate that.
two cute dogs.
This book is also wonderful because when my children were young, when they were learning how to read and everything, I would cook with them, and they would have to read the recipes and actually measure things out and things. And this is such a fun book too for parents to do with their children. They're going to love this.
Yeah. I think people are going to really, really love what it's about. From doing desserts to also teaching your kids to get in the kitchen. And I always say integrate. There's some steps through the book. Bring your kids in to help make the shrimp cakes that are from the frozen shrimp chapter. That way they know that their meal's not coming from a container, that it's handmade. This book reminds me of, way back in the day when something was called breaking bread, if you guys know what I'm talking about. It gets back to where we're missing because there's something called the internet. And things get in the way. And I miss my wife and I, even if we sit down in front of the TV and watch HGTV and flip this house or whatever is on that night when I'm home, I'm on the road 220 days a year, we're at least talking. My mom told me this before I got married. She says, the best marriage advice I can give you. She's like, always ask your partner how their day was before you even start talking about yours. And that has invoked a conversation. And the same thing when we sit down and break bread and have our meal together. I wrote this book because I wanted to write this book, not because I had to. And the response that we're getting is because this is a labor of love.
Philosophical. I love your attitude.
It's perfect.
And I know the kitchen sink cookies are probably going to be here by Halloween. So I've Robin is going to make them, I'm sure.
Yeah, Robin, you can totally add anything you want into there. The good thing about it is you don't have to measure anything. And a lot of people forget this. What's in a cake box mix? It's flour, sugar, baking soda, baking powder, and salt. That is the component. I'm actually a baker at the end of the day. I went to baking school, and I also got an associate arts degree in culinary arts. And, I never got back on the line when it came to baking. And I love to write the chapters about baking because that cake box mix, that one, turns into it teaches you the method of creaming method, which is cookies. It teaches you the method, which is crumble. It teaches the method. Oh, my hidden secret candy bars that are in there on page 244. It teaches you churros, which is another method.
That looks good,
pumpkin
too.
Churros.
Yeah.
There's a Halloween. There's
a
holiday Thanksgiving and Halloween dish right there. Churros for everybody.
Well, Ryan, you are fun. Thank you so much for being on the show with us today. Good luck with the book, and congratulations on all of your success. And
thank you.
And keep up with the TV thing too. Chef.
Thanks, Larry and Robin. I appreciate it. It means a lot. Can you tell I just woke up?
What is the best website? I mean, you gave us Amazon and all this, but I mean, do you have a website for yourself?
I do. You can go on all the social media sites on Facebook and Twitter. It's Chef Ryan Scott. It's RyanScottEnterprises.com if you want to reach out to me on there. And then on Instagram, it's Chef_Ryan_Scott. I wish I didn't make it that long, but I did. So, and I say hi to people. I'm not one of those people that do not respond. I love talking to my fans and my friends. And, this is a very small universe that we're in, and you got to respect what's out there, and I give love back every way I can.
Awesome. So, I love everything you've said. Besides, in addition to the things about cooking. So Robin is going to make some things, and we'll send you notes every time and photographs every time we have one made.
Larry, you can't send me a photograph of a microwave because that's all I know.
No, I said Robin to be cooking. Oh, I can send you my photographs if you want.
I want to see a photo of Larry in a microwave 7 times a week.
There you go.
Thank you. Lots of love to both of you. I hope to see you soon.
Thank you, Ryan. Hope you come back. We'll be right back.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident. On this Tuesday, partly sunny and quite nice with a high of 80 to 84. Tuesday night will be partly cloudy. There can be a late night shower in spots along the coast. Lows ranging from the low 60s inland to 71 along the coast. For Wednesday and Thursday, partly sunny and breezy. There can be a shower.